Cancer. Hello, hi. I'm Ms. Mix Messages, and I'm here to mix up for you some messages subject to change or change for entertainment purposes. Okay. So first of all, Cancer placements. We're going to clear out the energy of last year. Okay, baby, begun. Shoo. Get out of here. Shoo. Flies, don't bother me. Or my Cancer placements. So this would apply to your sun, moon, rising, wherever you have Cancer in your chart. Could also be for your 4th house. So we're going to snip the rest of that. Bye. Gone. Okay. So, I have 3 decks that we're going to be going through today. We've got the Place Oracle. I want to see where you've been going. Okay. Ethereally, spiritually, emotionally, Cancer placements. I've also got the Gilded Tarot. Okay. In a regular and a small format. We're going to deep dive to get you a Holy by Bible quote and then some Scrabble babble. Okay, so let's start first with the Place. For Cancer placements. Where you been, Cancer? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. You may have strong Aries placements or just get along quite well with Aries. Okay. Might also want to be looking into your 1st house or paying particular attention towards your body. Let's get your 4 quarters of last year, Cancer placements. Spring, summer, winter, and fall of last year. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the 9 of Wands, okay? Being heavily and highly protected as well as regarded, Cancer placements. Now, it's the little things in life, isn't it? Not the big things, not the 4 quarters, but it's the 12 months in between. Or in this regard, we're looking at your 12 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Bottom of that deck, we have the Magician. You being quite capable of bringing towards you what it is that you need and you want. So, we're going to start with your 1st house, how it is about your body. We have the 6 of Swords, okay? There's a little bit of a disconnect from the mind and the body, Cancer, okay? Which is interesting, because Cancer, you rule the chest right here, okay? So a disconnect from the mind and the body means that you're not open here. Means that you're closed here. So there's some heart healing, okay, that needs to happen this year based on some heart heaviness, okay, of last year, okay. But a disconnect between your mind and your body, okay. Moving away from one towards the other. So either out of body and into mind due to heart blockages, okay, just being blocked off from love, okay. Or for love, you know, you're blocking off the wrong love to embrace the right love, which is great too, but there's still a disconnect, okay? I'm seeing a disconnect here from the mind and the body, okay? Either you're shooting your energy up into your mind, okay, thoughtfulness, or into your body, okay? But there's a disconnect. Okay, and to the 2nd house, your sense of home is where the heart is, so they say. We have the Chariot here, okay? So you not being at home very much or not feeling at home in your body possibly as well, okay? 3rd house after this, we have our communications. Either this year, feeling quite shut down and not like communicating, and that being an echo of last year. But last year, not really sharing a lot, okay? So we have a Cancer placement here who is maybe normally quite chirpy or talkative or sharing or communicating or coordinating that just wasn't last year or wasn't to the way that you could be, okay? In your 3rd house. After that, Cancer, your 4th house, the Hermit, okay? It's feeling like you feel the most at home when you are researching, when you are searching, when you are finding something, okay? When you are going deep within yourself with regards to something, okay? Could be traveling as well or at nighttime. You might be a little bit of a night owl or enjoy the night life, okay? Cancer placements. 5th house, okay? Your romantic relationships, we have 5 of Swords, some sneakiness, okay? So some either infidelities, okay, lack of loyalties towards you or, you know, outside of you, but there's some fighting here. There's some mental angst. There's some retreat, okay? And there's some feeling defeated as well, okay, in the beginning of last year about something. Okay, let's get into your 6th house, your work. We have the 7 of Wands, okay? Definitely a lot of disgruntling energy, Cancer placements. I want to see your spring and your summer. So your spring of last year, we have the Devil card here. This is Capricorn placements. This is toxic behaviors. This is bad habits, bad patterns, things that get you into trouble, lack of discipline, okay? Or too much discipline that it becomes, where's your flexibility, right? It's holding on to those ropes so tightly that you have rope burn. You can never let go, okay? That's what last year was, okay? This is a for the past reading, because how we, you know, improve is through looking at what was. And the best way to know your future is by looking at the past. So in your summer of last year here, we have the 3 of Wands, okay? Stepping towards or away from something. This is looking like you're actually walking towards the past, more towards prior toxic, not so good for you behaviors, cyclical things, okay? In the summer, you made that decision to go backwards instead of forwards. Even though you're going backwards, you thought it was forwards, it was actually backwards, and I'm saying it's due to that disconnect, okay? You didn't dig deep enough. Or you were in it so deep that you couldn't tell that this was just the same old, okay? And rather than fight it, you just kind of succumbed into it. Nothing wrong with it. That's just what happened here, okay? Now let's look at your second half of the year. This next card is partnerships, romantic relationships, okay? Contracts, marriage. We have the Ace of Cups here in your 7th house, okay? This is new love. You had some new love last year. More towards the fall and winter, there's some new love. When it comes to sexuality, we have Miss Independent here, okay? Male or female, 9 of Pentacles. You being on your own, fulfilled by yourself. This is also money, not needing the help of others to fill your cups or to fill your bank, okay? Self-sustaining, okay? After that, we have our life lessons. There's a lot of life lessons, Cancer, for you when it came to love last year, okay? When it come to divine union, we have the Lovers here in reverse, okay? So I want to say you learned what love is not last year, okay? And maybe this is something you've been learning for quite a while, but you really, you graduated from that last year, okay? Let's just say that. Okay, after that, we have the 10th house, which would be your career. Totally new career change towards the end of last year, okay? And this is something that is greater than you, and it was prompted by your understanding of what love is not, okay? You went searching for what love is. Now, love, that being closed off from it, love, it's a vibration that comes from here, from your heart center, right? So you may have discovered love does not come from a person, okay? Love is that feeling, that energy, that vibration, and you went looking for it. Maybe you were looking for it in the beginning and you saw glimpses of it, or you ultimately went back into these old cyclical patterns. But it's looking like, okay, your God, your angels, your guides were like, okay, we're gonna help this one out, and we're just gonna push her where she needs to go and out of that and towards this. And your career is bringing you a lot of fulfillment going into this year, but it started out last year in this last 365, okay? After that, we have the 10 of Cups, really bringing a lot of happiness. Really, really, really bringing a lot of happiness. You know, to know what's good, you got to know what wasn't. You got to know what wasn't good to know what's good, okay? And then in your 12th house, we have, yes, the King of Wands. You really taking control of your life, okay? No more of these devils. No more of these losers, okay? These takers, okay? Someone very creative, passionate, sure of themselves, okay? Is how you are ending to re-begin, okay? Really taking control of your sexuality, of your creativity. It is yours, okay? I'm seeing a lot of good projects coming forward, but let's see how you ended last year. We have the Queen of Pentacles again. Oh, no, not again, just at all. So this is Virgo energy, okay? You may have strong Virgo placements, okay? Virgo somewhere in your chart. This is also your 6th house, okay? So someone who is managing your money, okay? This is accounting, okay? This is also taxes. This is something being taxing. This is the goddess Hera, okay? This is being demanding and demanding what it is that you need, okay? Not settling for what you want anymore. This is wants, and this is demanding what you need. You're prioritizing your needs. You started prioritizing your needs somewhere in the fall of last year. You started out the year, wants were the most important. You walked back towards wants, and then you realized what you need is bigger than what you want. We have the moon here. That's your card. That's your power card. So it seems that you really came back into being yourself at the end of last year. And I could cry with how beautiful this is of a full circling revelation to be cleared out at the end of last year. And by the end of this last year, I do mean in this winter season, okay? Your birthday's coming up, okay? If you're a Cancer sun, but that Cancer season is really going to be really filling you up right now. I'm feeling an emptiness in your heart center right now, but it's feeling like an emptiness that you are reserving for a special sort of resonance. So let's see where it is that you've been going, Cancer. We have restaurant, culinary delights, celebratory dining. We have park, nature's haven, recreational space, and picnic retreat. And then we have bridge, connecting pathway, overcoming divides, okay? Feeling, yeah, divided between wants and needs, okay? Park, just needing a minute maybe, okay? Connecting with nature, okay? Restaurant, okay? Some new culinary experiences, going out, celebrating, having fun. Finding the, I want to say, connectivity between what's man-made and what is natural, okay? What is natural and what is manufactured, okay? Now, the final cards, we're going to see what you're going forwards in this, but first we want to cut off that crap, okay? So let's get your 4 cards starting into this next spring, summer, winter, fall for Cancer placements, okay? Death, okay? You're done. You're really done with what was, and yes, it's finished, okay? We have the Lovers starting out the spring, okay? So some spring fling, some spring love, okay? This is looking what love is, okay? Not what it isn't. You know what it's not, okay? Summertime, we have the 6 of Cups. This is someone that feels like home. Your inner child feels safe with them. You feel like you're a kid again. You could have kids with them, okay? But you feel like you're a kid with them, okay? A little bit irresponsible, okay? A little bit reckless, a lot playful. This is someone that resembles you or looks like you in some regard, okay? Someone who is very, very protective of you, and I want to say who they worship you. They truly, really, really do, okay? And then after that, in the fall, we have the 2 of Wands, okay? Looking at a window towards something. What are you looking at? Because you seem to be looking away temporarily from this towards the fall. Is there a problem with what it is that you're starting in the beginning of this year with? What's happening in the winter? We have the King of Pentacles. Some seriousness, okay? Some putting things down on record, putting some things down on the books, okay? Schedules, plans. This is father figure energy, okay? This is daddy energy. This is someone becoming a father energy. I think it's interesting that you end last year with the King of Wands, okay, in the subconscious mind, and then the King of Pentacles is showing up. So it's making a profit out of those creative projects that are in the back of your mind that you're bringing forward playfully and intuitively and with love and creativity. The Lovers is also Gemini. It's also sacrifice and what it is that you're willing to do for what it is that you love. Because you know what it's not, right? That was very, very clear here, okay? So yeah, this is profiting off of your creative ventures and adventures, possibly with someone else. I'm seeing a creative business venture, possibly. Okay, and then let's get your Scrabble Babble. Mostly charms, okay? Someone is very charming. It could be you. I have the letter M. There's an umbrella here, a star, an elephant, and a hummingbird. And then your holy Bible quote is Job 29. Job continued his discourse. How I long for the months gone by, for the days when God watched over me, when his lamp shone on my head, and by his light I walked through darkness. Continue to. Because it seems like Cancer placements, you know that darkness very well. You don't need to It's here. It's here. It's almost like the darkness shines brighter than the light. But you know that darkness. And you can walk through that darkness to what's really enlightening and what's really in the back of your mind, your creativity, intuitively healing and nourishing you from what love is. All right, Cancer. So until next time, bye.